You. What up? All right. We got the second part to Small Ball from Joe List. Yeah. Small ball. Small ball. And I think we ended the first part with Joe telling a little boy that a ghost got on the elevator with him and that it was following him. And I think he needed to like pee the bed or something to keep him away. And the birth of his son. He talked a lot about the birth of his child. Imagine he's gonna have a lot of material over the years. But yeah, second part of Small Ball. The second part of Small Ball. Let's check it out. Here we go.
And then later that year, I had another incident. This was at in the Salt Lake City airport. I was walking through the airport, and this time it was like a little girl having a tantrum. She was probably, I don't know, two, 3, and no, this is true though. She was having like she was on the ground. You know when a kid like really loses it, like a full tantrum. And then the mother, she tried to get me involved. She goes, "You better get off the ground. There's a nice man right here. He's going to step on your leg and break it if you don't get up." I swear to God. And then the kid looks at me like I'm a monster, like, what? And the mother was like, you want me to go along with this? Like, that's right, bitch, get up, or else I'll break your little baby leg. That's what I do. I break children's legs. I don't even have a ticket. This is a service I provide. I step on kids' limbs if they're upset. I had a flight last year, and me and my friend Steve was on the flight. He's a comedian. He was opening for me. And we were going to Omaha, Nebraska. And we were on the same flight. And I was in first class, because I'm better than him, of course. So I got on the plane, and the seat next to me, this beautiful woman sat next to me. She was like really hot. And that has nothing to do with the story. I want you to know that hot women will sit next to me if an airline tells them they have to. And we were sitting there, we weren't really talking, we were just minding our business. And then my friend Steve got on the plane. Now, comedians, we're like ball busters, you know? We like to shit on each other. So when he got on the plane, I said, hey, I hope your bag doesn't fit in the overhead. Not hilarious, just razzing him, you know? And then this lady over here, she goes, that's a really dark thing to wish on somebody. And that annoyed me, because that's, first of all, I'm like, we're not even friends, but also I'm like, that's not a dark thing to wish on somebody, right? Dark would be like, I hope the plane crashes and you're the only one that dies. That would be a dark thing to wish on somebody. This isn't dark. So I just said, we're friends, which is my way of being like, why don't you mind your own business, you know? And then she said, that makes it worse. And that really annoyed me, because now we're like in a full fight. And also, she's wrong again, because I'm like, that doesn't make it worse. That makes it better. It would be way worse if random people were getting on a plane and I was sitting in first class going, hey, I hope your bag doesn't fit in the overhead. I'm like, they're like, what? I'm like, I said, I hope your bag doesn't fit in the overhead, fuckface. Do I know you? No, you don't know me. I don't like your vibes. Get back there, you piece of shit. First class. Hoo, hoo. I'm like, that would be really psychotic. And I wouldn't do that to a random person. I'm a nice guy, you know, I'm a good boy. I'm like a people pleaser. I want everyone to like me. Do you guys have that? You want everyone to like you, right? No, you don't give a shit? That's hot. That's cool. Yeah, you like it. Yeah, right? Yeah. I need you to like me. I like you. All right. I try to be nice. You know that saying, don't mistake my kindness for weakness? Like, you don't want to be too nice, because if you're too kind, people think you're weak, right? I'm like the complete reverse of that. People mistake my weakness for kindness. You guys ever, like, people are like, you're a really nice guy, and I'm like, I fucking hate you. I don't know how to express it. Do you guys ever have that? I got friends for like 25 years. They're like, you're always there for me. I'm like, I don't want to be. I really very much dislike you. I don't. No ability to set boundaries. I would like to get out of this, but I can't, so. Sometimes I'll go to Starbucks, they forget my drink for like 10 minutes. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got nowhere to be. And they're like, you're so nice. I'm like, I hope this place burns down the second I leave here. I am furious. You ever try to like make small talk, like connect with somebody by being like, blah, blah, and then what you said, that like ruins their life? Have you guys ever had that? Doesn't matter. This is what happened. I'll tell you my story. It's awful. And I don't, just ahead of time, I know I'm the asshole here. This is what happened. I went for I'm a big runner. I used to run. Well, I used to be like a competitive runner in high school and in my 20s, and now I still run. But when the baby was born, I took like a couple months off because we were busy and tired. So then I went for a run, and I hadn't run in a while. So I felt not my best, you know? And I went for a run at a track, and it was me, and there was a woman there, and she was walking, and she happened to be a large lady, big gal, I would say. XL, maybe. And she was out strolling, and I was running, and I ran, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles. And when I finished, she happened to be right next to me. And we made eye contact, and I went, whoo, don't you hate being out of shape? I know. I felt down, but I meant like, don't you hate that feeling when you haven't worked out in a long time? Like, ah. And she went, yeah. And I realized from her perspective, she's just out walking, trying to get it together, and a skinny asshole jogged laps around her for like an hour. Not an hour, a half hour, whatever. I don't want you to think I'm slow. Like 20 minutes, whatever the fuck. And then I stopped and was like, don't you hate being out of shape? And I didn't know how to make it better. I didn't want to be like, no, I don't mean because you're, and I'm, like, you know, it just makes it worse. So all I could do was just run. I just started running again. I was like, and then now it literally looks like I paused my run to be like, you're bummed out, right? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure you're upset. Okay, woo! Whatever, I'll fucking die someday, but I want everyone to like. Some people don't give a shit. You say you don't care. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. You're like a hot lady who doesn't give a shit. Cool. The people that don't care, I'm like impressed by. The other day I was at like a restaurant. It was like crowded, and this guy's phone just started ringing out loud, like full volume, like and like, you know when you hear a phone ringing, you're like, I hope that stops soon. And usually it does, but it just kept going. So slowly everyone was like, what the fuck? We hate you. But the guy was, I thought he was gonna be like, oh, but he was like, like unfazed, like he didn't care. He was just staring at his phone, ringing, and we all had, like, if my phone has never made a noise in public one time, if it did, I would take it out and fucking smash it on the ground. I'd be like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. You want me to kill myself? Vote on it real quick. If it's majority, I'll do it. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have had to hear that. Let me borrow your phone. I'm going to call my mother, tell her she did a shit job raising me because my phone made a noise. By the way, the guy put his phone back in his pocket, still ringing, which I'd never seen in my life. It just got, it was like... Anyways, I was like, I want to be. I hated the guy, but I want to be like him, you know. But some people like don't care. Like I'm like, I try to keep a very low profile. I mean, right now I'm doing a show, of course, but like out in the world, I'm like, nobody noticed me. But some people are like, fucking, blah. You know these people? I was at a breakfast restaurant in Columbus, Ohio last year with my buddy Matt. We were eating breakfast, and this lady walked into the restaurant, and she just yells out, she goes, attention everybody! Which to me, I don't want to get political, but I think you should go to jail for like a couple days. Not like prison, but like county jail, 2 or 3 days. Just yells out, attention everybody! We're all eating, like what? She goes, my friend is about to walk in. She's a bride-to-be. When she comes in, everybody just go crazy. I'm not eating a pancake like, why don't you shut the fuck up? How's that sound? Why don't you go crazy at the wedding? Isn't that what the wedding is for? I'm such a pussy, though. She walked in, I was like, woo! Girl! I'm so weak. I'm not clapping for this idiot. It's not every day somebody gets married, even though it is every day that somebody gets married. Then the lady started crying, which I also thought was completely insane. She was like, oh my God, thank you, God. Thanks. And I was like, why are you crying? Like, nobody gives a shit. We're not, your friend bullied us into clapping. We don't actually care. You and your husband could die the night of the wedding. None of us would be affected. I'd be like, who died? The lady from the breakfast? What? Her and her husband both died? That's hilarious. They were so excited and now they're dead. Woo! Classic. Anyways, I go to Starbucks a lot, like I said. You guys like Starbucks or hate it? It's very divisive. What do you guys? You love it? Yeah. Front row? Yeah. Game in between? Yes, it's the best. I hate it too. Whatever you guys think. Corporate assholes ruining America. Best coffee ever. I go. I don't drink coffee. I go because I'm not a coffee guy. I'm a green tea drinker. I like green tea. Starbucks doesn't call it green tea, though. They're very pretentious. They call it Emperor's Clouds and Mist. It's embarrassing. I know. What? Every morning I got to go to Starbucks and be like, could I have a grande Emperor's Clouds and Mist? It's humiliating. I wish it was shorter and manlier. Like cock. Something like that. You know what I mean? Give me a grande cock. Hot. And throw it on my back. Something fun like that, you know? It's a lot I love at Starbucks. I have a very particular order at Starbucks. I'm like Neurotic, though. I want my order. You guys are probably similar. I want my order exactly the way I want it, right? Yeah, you're nodding. But I'm also I want them to like me. So I came up with a system, and this is bulletproof. And you guys are welcome to use this. This is my gift to you. When I order, I look at my phone, and I tell them it's from my boss. I don't have a boss, but this way, if they're annoyed, they can be annoyed by this person I made up. You see? I walk in, I'm like, hey, I got to get some stuff from my boss. He's a piece of shit. I throw him right under the bus. He's not real. I go, okay, he wants a grande Emperor's Clouds and Mist? Is that a real drink? I've never even heard of this beer. I drink black coffee. I'm a man. I've never heard of this bullshit. She's like, yeah, we have that. I'm like, okay, he wants one of those, and he also wants a chocolate brownie, warmed up, but not too melty, it says here. Because last time he got it all over his fingers, and his friends kept saying, what'd you shit your pants, bro? And then he had to say, if I shit my pants, why would it be on my fingers, you idiot? Wouldn't it be in my pants? Also, it's black. It's obviously chocolate. Is your shit black? I don't know. His friends sound very mean-spirited to me. Then she goes to grab the brownie. I'm like, not that brownie. He wants the one back there. See the extra fudgy one? Get that one. He likes that one. This last one's a little weird. He's kind of a creep. He wants to know, if I wasn't married, would you want to fuck me? Just a yes or no. A yes would really go a long way for his self-esteem. Specials are fun, you know? These people that do the live special, what a bunch of nitwits, you know? I could be like this. You know, no one's ever going to see that. Have the special open with that. That's a funny opening. People will be like, I got to watch this shit. Sorry you had to experience that. Anyways, you guys tattoo people? You got tattoos? Where are my tattoo people? You got some tattoos? No? Yeah? I want to get a tattoo. They're cool, right? They're so sexy and cool. I always want to get a tattoo. And sometimes I'm like, I'm getting a tattoo. And then on the way there, I'm like, I'll just get a t-shirt. You guys ever think about that? You can get a shirt with the same thing. Save some money, no needles, you know? I met one guy, he had a tattoo. He had a Miami Dolphins tattoo. He was like, fucking Dolphins, bro, from Miami. And all I could think was, they have so many shirts. You could have got a hoodie, jersey, hat, tank tops. You know, you wear them to the game. You're like, fucking Dolphins! And then when you have like a funeral, you're like, no Dolphins today. You know what I mean? Like, you get some options. I met one guy, he had a tattoo of a rooster on his calf muscle. And I was like, oh, cool, you like roosters? And he goes, no, bro, it's a cock below my knees. Hear that reaction? Like everyone's kind of like, oh, yeah. That guy has that reaction for the rest of his life. Just people being like, oh. And all I can think is, why didn't you get a pair of socks with roosters on them? You know what I mean? Like you wear them to a cookout with your boys, and you're like, hey, check it out. I got a cock below my knees. And everyone's like, nice. And then you can be like, all right, so what else is going on? What have you guys been up to? I just thought that would be funny for 1 second exactly. You know, that way you don't have to live your life with a dick joke on your leg. You don't have to explain to your son one day that his father is a fucking dipshit with a dick pun on his leg. That's a weird joke, because the joke is like, hey, I got a dick below my knees or whatever, but I'm like, do you have a huge dick? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird to be like, I got a dick below my knees, and then you take your actual dick out, it's just a regular 9-inch dick like everybody else. It's embarrassing. You just got an unimpressive 9-incher like me, you're gonna look like a goddamn idiot. One time I did that joke, I think it's a funny joke, and the lady in the back, she went, "You're lying." So that was funny because I'm like, I'm not lying, I'm joking. I'm not trying to convince everyone I have a 9-inch dick at this point in the show. I'm not like, I'm gonna pull a fast one on these folks right now. Just being a silly goose up here. Anyways, I have a baby, and I have a child. I have a niece, too. I have a niece and a nephew. I have a lot of kids in my life. I have a niece who's 11 years old, and she turned 10 last year. I got her a birthday card and put $50 in it. That's a good gift for a kid, right? $50. Kids love money. Did you know that? Capitalism is built into the souls of American children. You give a kid money, they're like, fucking yes! They go crazy. They don't even need it. I've never seen a kid buy anything my whole life. Have you ever seen a kid pull out money and purchase something? You ever go out to eat with a kid? They're never like, put your wallets away. I got it. I got my birthday cash. I got the check. Come on. I've never seen an 8-year-old girl be like, what's 20% of 49? I want to take care of the lady. She was good. Come on. I gave her $50. My nephew has $300. He's like 8 years old. He has $300. He shows it to me every time I see him. Same 300. He's like a rapper in a video. He's got it fanned out. He's like, oh. Throwing it. I'm like, I got it. Yeah, you have. Buy something, you piece of shit. You're like, your parents are broke. Anyways, I gave her $50. She loved it. And this year, I was like, what do I get? She's turning 11. I'm like, what do I get her this year? My wife goes, why don't you give her $100? I was like, why don't I? Well, because I gave her 50 last year. That's why. I'm not doubling it every year. Can't set that precedent. Her 18th birthday, I'll owe her $16,500. So I came up with something better. I got her gift cards to her favorite places. She loves Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, and Olive Garden. And I got her one gift card to each. $10 gift card to each. She was thrilled. She was pumped. She got she was like, oh my God, oh, yeah. She got 3 things, so she was excited. She's too dumb to put together. She got $20 less than she got last year. It's brilliant. Next year, I'm getting her $5 gift cards. I'm just gonna slowly get her more and less at the same time. Very smart. Also, Olive Garden, hilarious gift for a kid. Because now her father has to take a family of 5 to the Olive Garden. It's a great gift. You're like, you're welcome, and fuck you. Enjoy your $175 meal, your fake Italian bullshit meal, with a $10 coupon from your daughter. I have a nephew. He's 15 years old. I just learned this. I don't know if you guys know this. He's a 15-year-old boy, and he's in high school, and I just found this out from him. High school, did you know this? High school boys don't wear jeans anymore. Yeah, they don't, right? You can confirm this. Yeah. They wear, like, pajamas and sweatpants, right? Thank you. Put that in so people can see that this is a real... They wear, like, joggers and sweatpants. My question is this, and it's rhetorical. What is going on with the boners? That's what I want to know.
What?
Because if I wore sweatpants to high school, I would have been arrested for sexual harassment 30 seconds into the first class. I was rock hard every single second of high school. Sweatpants. I would have had to wear 8 pairs of sweatpants. Pajama pants? Are you kidding? Tight jeans and a belt. That's what got me through high school. I would tuck it in and be like, great dress, Cindy. Oh. Oh my God, my dick hurts. Why? I think because of TikTok, they don't get boners. I don't want to get too deep into why kids don't have boners, but something's up. I don't want to Google it or anything. It's going to be flagged. I was in Vegas last year. I was playing poker. I like to play poker at a casino. And I was playing, and the dealer, he was telling stories about celebrities who have come in and played poker at his table. And he said Ben Affleck came in. He said Ben Affleck was the nicest guy. Ben Affleck told everyone at the table, he said, nobody tipped the waitress. I'm doing all the tipping. And then he gave the waitress $15,000. All right, great story. Cool story. I was annoyed. I feel like if I was the waitress, I would be like, why can't everyone else tip? I don't understand. Couldn't I make $15,080? It's kind of a dick move. I think he's the best piece of shit. Selfish guy, you know? He should have been like, I'm giving 15 grand. Who's matching me? Come on, you pussies. What was I talking about? Oh, sex. I like having sex. I don't like my balls played with. You guys like your balls played with? Fellas, yes. Gabe and Nolan, yeah. Rahul, yes. I'm in the minority here. Everybody wants their balls. Sir, balls? Yeah, I'm similar. Yeah, take it or leave it. Yeah, I only leave it. I don't want... My balls aren't plugged in. I'm all penis. I'm a penis guy. I want my penis played with. I was telling my buddy this. I go, I don't like my balls, but I want my penis. And he goes, oh, I'm the complete opposite of you. I was like, the complete opposite? You're all balls? Just say you like your balls played with. Don't say you're the opposite. That's insane. That makes it seem like you're masturbating at home. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, tug on my balls. Don't touch my penis. I literally just yank on my balls. I don't want my balls. First of all, my balls are too long. They're like 14 inches long and bright red. It's terrible. I know, I'm telling you. My ball, you might as well play with my elbow. I have no ticklish at best. The best reaction you're going to get is like, ah, you know? I just, I don't know. People love it, though. You guys love it. You always hear like, hey, don't forget the balls. Play with his balls. Those are Picasso quotes, of course, but sometimes people do this. They go, hey, did she play with your balls? And I'm like, what is that? Don't do that to balls. You can twist them. Don't get your balls. Yeah, if you twist your balls, you can die. I don't know if you know that, right, sir? You know it's called testicular torsion. Any nurses here?
What?
Yeah, you know it, right? Did you have it happen, or you just know? I just know. You know. Do you work in the medical field?
What?
You're a medical student. Yeah, so you know. Bad deal, yeah. Not a good deal at all. And you can die if it doesn't get... Thank you. Yeah, testicular torsion. You can kill somebody. I mean, you really can. It's like the Death Star. You know that one part of the Death Star that if you shoot it, it blows up? That's like the ball. If you're in a fight with a man, just flip his balls around. One time I saw a pornographic film, this is true, and a woman was sucking a man's balls. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's the worst movie. It looked horrible. It looked like she was trying to eat him. Seriously, he looked like he was in pain. He was like clutching the wall. He was like, oh. And the woman looked upset. He was mad. I was bummed out. Everybody was unhappy. The whole gang of us. I had to change the channel. I was like, this is terrible. It looked painful. It looked frustrating, too, because you're so close to what I would love for you to suck. You know what I mean? The penis is what I'm referring to. It's like if you saw someone with a popsicle and they were sucking the stick. You know what I mean? You'd be like, no, you silly goose. The top is what you suck, not the bottom. My wife and I have sex, and that's fun. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. We have sex all the time. I'm very grateful. I enjoy having sex with her. I'm grateful we have the sex. But this is my one complaint. This is how we have sex. I'm always like, hey, you want to have sex? And she's like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? She's never like, fucking right I do, bitch. You know what I mean? She's never like, fill me up, you dork. I need it. You know what I mean? Like, she's always like, yeah, all right. She's never vocally horny. That's my problem. I didn't even know women got horny till like 3 years ago. I was at a party, and this woman was like, I've been so horny lately. I wasn't even talking to her. I was with my buddy on the other side of the room. I was like, hold on, what did you say over there? Horny? What? So I Googled, what makes women horny? Because I was curious, and Google was like, come on, bro, you're better than this. And I was like, no, I know. And there was an article that said pregnant women get horny. And I was like, I could try that, you know? That's something. But if it doesn't work, it sucks because it's expensive and you got to raise a kid now, you know? So I asked my friend, I have another friend who's a woman, and she has 2 kids. And I said, were you horny when you were pregnant? And she said, I wasn't the first time, but I was the second time. And that was annoying because I'm like, now I have to have 2 kids. This is getting to be quite pricey. And then she said, well, the first one was a girl, the second was a boy. So maybe that's why. I was like, I'm sorry, are you saying the baby dictates the horniness? Is that your hypothesis? Like, you think your baby's inside you? Like, Ma, get some dick in here. Let's go. I'm horny as shit. think that's how it works. Also, boys might be hornier than girls, but not for their dad's dick, right? I mean, I've been really horny. I've never been like, Dad, take your dick out real quick. Let me just see it. Thank you. Oh, I needed that. Nice refresher. I appreciate it. I'm back. Anyways, we have sex, and I've been going to the gym. I'm trying to get fit. I want her to be like, yeah, so hot, you know? I took a workout class recently. You guys ever take workout classes? Yeah, it's always women. A couple of women. Men don't really take workout classes, I found out. I took a class called Best Butt Ever. It was starting, and they were like, "Hey, we got a class starting at how?" I was like, "Oh, I want the best butt ever." That's a women's class. It turns out I was the only man. It was 30 of the hottest women I've ever seen in my whole life. I looked like a predator walking in at the last second. I was like, "Hey," and they were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Me too." And I have a theory. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to sound misogynistic, but I feel like women, you work on your butts because you know that men are really into women's butts. And I feel like guys don't work on our butts that much because women don't seem to really care much about our butts, seems like. And every show there's like a woman who's like, not true. And women might like men's butt, but it's not the same energy, you know what I mean? Like it's not the same level, don't you think? Like every time I hear a woman talk about a man's butt, she's like, he's got a cute butt. And then I hear a man talk about a woman's butt, and he's like, I want to eat her asshole from behind after a workout. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard a woman say, I want him to use my face as toilet paper. But I have heard a man say that multiple times this week, different guys. I go to the gym, and the reason I go, I always want to work out, but then I always hit the steam room instead. Like, I'm going to go get a workout in, and then I see the steam room, I'm like, I'll just steam. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, steam room people, it's very relaxing. I'm glowing, aren't I? Anyways, I go to the steam room a lot. I love it. My wife the other day, she pulled up an article on her phone. She goes, it says here, steam rooms in New York are a place where men go to have sex with each other. I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. And she held it up like it was evidence. She was like... I was like, no, yeah, I saw it. She goes, don't you steam every day? And I was like, am I being accused of having sex with men every day? She goes, no, I'm asking, do you see men having sex in the steam room? Which is a hilarious question. Like, I love the idea that I've just been sitting on this as a topic of conversation. Like, you think I'm just waiting to bring this up? Like, we ran out of things to talk about 8 years ago. You think I'm just not bringing up men having sex in front of me daily? If I saw men having sex in front of me, I would call you and be like, I just saw the darndest thing. You're not going to believe it. It was really something else. And then I got mad. Not at her, and not at the men. I got mad at myself. Because I was like, am I just like a dork that's ruining the sex party? You know what I mean? Like, is everybody fucking in the steam room until I show up? That's hurtful. Like I walk in, everyone's like, oh shit, dude, hey. Like I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? This is relaxing, huh? Like it was relaxing. I was about to come on this guy's back until you showed up, you fucking narc. It's hurtful. You know what I mean? I'd like to be invited. Let me say no, you know? Give me the option. I'm married and straight. I'd probably pass, but you never know. You get enough guys, enough steam. I might feel around a little bit, just kind of see. It's anonymous with the steam. It would have to be a group. One-on-one, I don't really want to. It's too awkward to be like, nice to meet you, Richard. That was fun. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like that. But a group, you can leave like Nixon. Like, good night, everybody. I'm not a crook, you know? Kind of. The temperature is the big deterrent. That's my issue with the steam room. It's 120 degrees in the steam room. How do you have sex in a 120-degree room? I've had sex in a 73-degree room and stopped to adjust the thermostat. Where I'm like, you know what? Let me get it down to 68. You're going to get a better performance out of me. 120, I feel like I could do a third of a hand job before I was like, hey, fellas, I know I'm new, but can we crack that door? What do you say? It's 2024. Let the steam out. Let's be free here. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I love it here. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe List. Joe List. Cruising Joe List. Better see Jim Twos. Can't just keep walking in here all looking all cute. Joe List. Man. Yeah, he was talking about the girl sucking the balls. Said he prefers the penis getting sucked. I agree with Joe, but the ball, you gotta tend to the balls. Like we've heard many say, he did the motion, the famous motion. Yeah. But then he said I forgot who he said he was talking to. They said, no, I'm completely the opposite of the penis. So he wants only the ball sucked. Shit. Man. Yeah. Joe List. Man. He said, kids in high school don't wear jeans anymore. The hell? What? Sweatpants and joggers and shit. Like, what the hell? Oh my goodness. There used to be a dress code when I used to go to school. Like, they had a strict dress code. You definitely couldn't wear sweatpants. Like, we had to wear our shirts tucked in and shit. Man. Times have changed. Times have changed. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have I think Jim said he had, not Jim, Joe. Joe said he had a boner all the way through school or the whole day at school. I mean, shit, you got to control that. You got to control that. Jesus. I understand things happen, but you can't walk in this. You can't walk in the school in the morning. That's a problem. That's a problem, man. Yeah, Joe List. Hilarious.